At this time, I'd like for our Commissioner Alvarez to come forward.
Thank you. That was super nice of you. Thank you. That was so nice. 2019 graduates, what an exciting day. Now, we just celebrated Father's Day, and we celebrated Mother's Day. Well, let's go back a little bit, and let's celebrate those days today. We're celebrating Christmas as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting day, not just for the folks here in Huntsville, but the great state of Texas, to have these individuals now that will be joining. And I have a correction to make to my personal bio. The workforce that we have in Texas that you will be joining soon is not 13 million workers anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, we had 14 million workforce people in this great state of ours, and you will be joining them. The unemployment rate as of Friday, which was yesterday, hit an all-time low since we started recording unemployment rate. Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing a 3.5 unemployment rate in this great state of ours. We're putting people to work. I want to thank our partners, TDCJ, for allowing me to be here, along with Lee College, Huntsville Center, regents, faculty, staff, those people that are standing along the walls that have protected us and have served as your mentors as well. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that I am humbled and I was honored to be asked to speak today, I truly mean that. I have made multiple ceremonies this past year, talking to various community colleges, high schools, apprenticeship schools, trade schools around the state of Texas. But when Donna and Paul called me and asked me to be here today, I was humbled by that. Because this is a population that we need to start addressing. There are individuals, because we have more job openings than we have job seekers. We have to be looking at this population. We need to be looking at those people that have been underserved, like those people with a disability, those transitioning out of foster care, those transitioning veterans. And now, how about those individuals that will be entering our workforce that have been touched by the justice system? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Lou Gehrig once said, when he was retiring from the New York Yankees, "Today I consider myself the luckiest man alive." Now, some of you laughed when you heard that I used to be a highway patrolman. Now let me tell you, at 5'5", I'm a dangerous cat. From the knees down, I can take down anybody. And some of you even smirked when you heard that I used to be a Division I college football official. Let me tell you, the last time I was in your town here in Huntsville, they booed me out of the stadium, but after further review, I got the call right. And I mentioned Lou Gehrig because, as I said, he considered himself the luckiest man alive. Like you that are sitting here waiting for your names to be called, which, by the way, you all made the program. It was one of the greatest speeches he ever made. And he did consider himself one of the luckiest men alive. Like these individuals that are to my left, you're right. These people today consider themselves some of the luckiest men alive today. For many of you, I know how many of you feel today. I ask you, are you ready for the future? The future is happening. Your time here at the Lee College Huntsville Center has prepared you for what the tools needed to be successful in the workforce. I urge you not to let your time in prison define you, but rather serve as a place to receive an education and a place to help you make better decisions when you return back to society. Today is a milestone in your life. By receiving, and let me share with you this, by receiving your college diploma, can you imagine that you would be sitting here someday saying, I am receiving a college diploma? There are people outside these walls that would do anything, and ladies and gentlemen, I mean anything, to be sitting in that spot today, receiving a high school diploma, whether you've been touched by the justice system or not. They would do anything to be doing that and to be receiving their diploma, and my hat's off to you. You are now ready to enter the workforce, and careers, by the way, these are careers that these individuals will be obtaining, not jobs. They are careers that Lee College has prepared you for. You have worked so hard here at this college to obtain that. What makes today more meaningful is the fact that many of you faced obstacles and interruptions while focusing, and I know you're thinking of this as I talk to you, while focusing on your studies that many college students outside these walls have never experienced, as referenced earlier. Think about it. Those individuals that are outside the walls that are taking college courses around the state, as referenced earlier by Dr. Brown. Those individuals that are not in the walls. These individuals will never experience, like many of you, having their studies interrupted by lockdowns, by quarantines, or just meeting with those counselors to prepare you to meet those parole board standards for release, and just finding that quiet place to study. That's amazing. That's what makes you so different today. Let me share with you something. What I just referenced to you makes you exceptional in the eyes of Texas. Let me stress to you that you are not the same person that you were when you started this path. If you can achieve what you have done here, with all of the distractions, you can do anything, and let me tell you, and you can do it anywhere. Your commitment to attend college provided you with the opportunity to better yourself and consequently improve our community and state by reducing our recidivism rate. Studies have shown, as you've heard earlier, that inmates who have participated in educational programs, anything after high school, you're 43% less likely to return to prison than those that do not. Don't be a statistic. For those of you that graduate, you will be seeking career opportunities upon your release. Don't let those employers who tell you no the first time that you visit with them, that we are not hiring, that we have no openings, don't let that discourage you at first. You have to keep in mind that other college students are experiencing the same reaction. Just like I did when I graduated from college, it took me months before I could receive a job or been offered employment. Remember, you have a criminal history, but that doesn't define you. For those of you that will graduate today, but still will serve your remaining time, you will now serve as tutors and mentors to many of those that are continuing their education here behind our walls. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about those individuals here like our instructors for a moment. Your instructors at Lee College Huntsville Center from day one have always treated you with respect and have encouraged you to believe in yourself and reinforced that you were no different than any other college student that has set foot in their classrooms. Your instructors treated you like college students and not like inmates. Many of your mentors and friends went above and beyond to make the dream of earning a college diploma here a reality. There was no greater advocate for you to succeed no greater advocate in receiving your college degree today than people like Paul Allen, Ms. Zuniga, and of course our Dr. Brown. Many of you have asked yourself, when you are here today receiving your diploma, will ask yourselves upon release, can I find work now that I have a college degree? What job skills do I possess that will offset the stigma that I have regarding my felony background? Well, let me tell you something. You are men of the future. You have an education, and what makes you different is you're determined to succeed. Remember that no one's destiny is defined by their past. Your destiny is not defined by your past, but your character is. Prison can be a defining moment in a man's life, but not the definition of a man. Remember that. As I referenced to you earlier, and as I spoke to many of you before we started today's ceremonies, many of you have already made that commitment to change, and we know that. And we also know that there are going to be barriers that we are all going to experience, but we have all experienced those barriers. But what makes you different is that you are determined to be successful. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your loved ones. Many of you may have not had loved ones that were here, but let me tell you, at Lee College, we are your family. We are your extended family. When you graduate and leave these walls, please keep in mind that you not only represent yourself, you represent the instructors that were your instructors, you represent those individuals that were your colleagues, your mentors, your tutors, and you represent, at the end of the day, this fine institution that has allowed you to possess an associate degree. Yes. Let me remind you that a rewarding career, and again, don't ever state that you're looking for a job. You are looking for a career. Let me remind you that a career that provides you with job security and peace of mind and should be available to all Texans. That's the way we at Texas Workforce feel, no matter the circumstances and the cards that you have been dealt. You know, Mr. Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon. That's the only weapon that we will ever reference again. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And I totally agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of these individuals today for receiving their certificates. That industry has said, we need these individuals working. You see, the curriculums that have been designed here by Paul Allen and Donna Zuniga and all the faculty and staff here are not just so that we can graduate someone with a certificate and say, good luck. These individuals and this college have prepared you for the future, and that is an industry need. Our focus at the Texas Workforce is to make sure that those 25 to 34-year-olds and older are placed in full-time employment with benefits and the ability to take care of their families and loved ones. And at the end of the day, that's what we all want. So ladies and gentlemen, I ask you that though you are sitting here today, those graduating today, I want you to remember that today is really the first day of the rest of your life. The first day of the rest of your life. I ask that today that you reflect when you graduate and you sit back down with your diploma, that you close your eyes for 30 seconds and you think of someone who has made a difference in your life and thank them. As I referenced to you earlier, there are many people outside of these walls that would do anything to sit where you're at and to some, in an instant, to hear their name being called to receive a degree. I congratulate you all. I am proud to call you future workforce employees, career seekers, friends of mine, and please know that because of you and the workforce that you will be entering, you are going to contribute to the success of this great state of ours. And for those of you that have spent time that are from out of state, I meant somebody from New Jersey, well, welcome to Texas. Thank you very much. Good luck. And continue to make Texas proud. Thank you.